G'day guys, welcome back to another video. Probably going to be a real short one today. Just on my way back from a fishing trip up at Waikerie, and figured I'd stop by at Ferries McDonald on my way back through to home just to see if there's any orchids up in flower yet. There's been some records on our naturals of the Ferries deformis and stuff here starting to show up, so I figured I'd come and have a look while I'm in the region, and at least that way I can get an idea of how far away stuff is. So I've only just walked away from the car. Obviously we've got some Gnat orchids down here which are actually in flower here in this park. We saw these guys out at Warren in the last video, but they weren't quite in flower yet. Yeah, up and off to the races here, which is good to see. Lots of Drosera flowering out here as well. Yeah. Anyway, I'm hoping we're going to see some fells up. Just something a little bit different from what we've already seen so far this year. Yeah, I'll bring you in if I find any, or there should be some robust greenhoods further down the track as well. Hopefully the phone battery lasts for me. I haven't been able to charge it for 2 days, so we'll see how we go. Alright, I'll bring you in when I find some stuff. So just a reasonable example of how different areas flower at different times. None of the climbing sundews we saw out at Warren the other day were in flower, but this one's already rambled its way to, I guess, its full length, and it's got flower on top now. It's late afternoon now, so most of these things are closing up for the day, but that can't be helped. But yeah, none of the sundews other than Drosera whitakeri up north at Warren were in flower, and here a lot of the climbing sundews are in flower. And obviously you got the Certostylus orchids flowering as well. Still not seeing any Philodenias. I'm certain there'll be some. Whoops, just walked into a tree. Seen a few Caledonia leaves. There's none of those are going to be up yet, I don't think. Wispy spider orchids should be flowering, but there's not that many in this little section of the park there, over the other side in the sand dunes for the most part. Right. Keeping my eyes peeled. Here we go. Had to be some somewhere. Ferries deformis. Right next to some Gnat orchids. The Certostylus. Knew there had to be some around somewhere. We are still quite early, obviously. These are the first ones I've seen, but yeah. Awesome to see a little group. It's looking like it's shaping up to be a really good orchid season. Leaves everywhere. More of the Gnat orchids here. Yeah, lots of Caladinia leaves around. Should get a good season. So, Caladinia leaves here. Definitely going to be back out here this year, later on. Yeah. Alrighty, so we saw the Caladinia deformis. Didn't see any more. I mean, just saw that one little cluster of them. But these are the other guys that flower out here quite early. So these are going to be the Pterostylis robusta. And they're actually flowering quite well this year. A little bit lean last year. But there's quite a large group flowering this year, which is nice. I think these are potentially the ones we saw at Warren. There's a cooked one there that looks very similar to the one we saw at Warren in the last video. But yeah, normally they got quite a large like flower on them. And I don't know what the correct way to term it is, whether it's sexually dimorphic, like male or female plants or whatever, but I know that some of them seem to flower and some of them don't. So not all the rosettes will put up a flower spike. Yeah, but yeah, quite a good group of them there. In years gone by, there's sometimes some around the back here too. I didn't find any last year because it was quite dry. But I think the year before, or maybe the year before that again, there was some around the back here. It still looks quite dry in here, honestly, so maybe not this year. Doesn't look like it. Just on the back of the colony that is on the trail over here, so. But that's alright. They were the other ones I was hoping to see. So I haven't seen any of the wispy spider orchids up, but perhaps wouldn't necessarily expect too many of them in this section of the park anyway, so they may well be in flower, but just not seeing them. Very green out here this year, which is good to see. I can't remember if I already mentioned it or not. I did see one swamp diarrhea, not quite in flower. It had the leaf up and the bud up, but it wasn't quite open. I think it was the swamp diarrhea anyway. Diarrhea palustris, I think, is the scientific name for those guys. Anyway, as I say, I don't have a whole lot of battery on the phone, so we might just wrap it up there. Got to see the 3 species for this video, despite how short it is, so it's a good thing. I'm going to continue on my way home, and oh yeah, we crossed over 600 subscribers with the last video, so thank you to everyone who's subscribed. Yeah, if you enjoyed this, leave a like, comment if you yeah, have any questions or just any random comments you want to make, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one. See you later, guys. If you're still watching, you get a little bit of bonus footage. I don't know how I walked past these guys on the way in, but there's half a dozen more of the blue fairy orchids down here. Right next to the track. I just walked past them, must have had my eyes shut or something, but one there, and then there's a whole nother group around here. As I say, not sure how I walked past. Whoops. Not sure how I walked past those guys. That's kind of ridiculous, but yeah. Even more of them back in here. They normally form big colonies, so yeah, another one over there. Always pays to keep your eyes open when you're walking back out, even when you think the sightseeing trip is done. Alright, thanks guys, goodbye for real this time.